I thought my shit tweaked. What's good, YouTube? We back with another video. You feel me? And as y'all can see by that title, bro, we got some different shit right here. You feel me? We got top 15 videos only brave people can watch. And this joint is 20 minutes long, bro. To be honest, I don't even know if I can watch this whole video. Not cause I'm not brave. I'm a brave nigga. Stop playing me. But this joint is unnecessarily long. Bro, what the fuck is good with me, bro? I'm tweaking. But now this joint is long as shit for like no reason, you feel me? 15 videos shouldn't add up to 20 minutes. Unless y'all got some long ass clips, you feel me? But hey man, we about to see if I'm brave enough to watch this video. Let's see if y'all can watch it with me. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, share the channel, like the video, all that good shit. Turn on my post notifications and follow a nigga on his social media. Now let's get smack into this jump,
Bedroom
bro.
exorcism. If you think you can brave these 15 videos, then you're braver than most. Our first entry has been getting big attention in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. It's a video of two people performing an exorcism on a girl who clearly looks unwell. There's 2 eggs on this plate. The priestess cracks one egg, and it appears perfectly normal. But after rubbing the other egg on the possessed girl's skin, it cracks open to a pure black sludge, which is an extremely creepy.
Y'all on some weird shit off rips though. Like, what the fuck? You rub an egg on Shawty's forehead and the junk just turned black. I'm out of there.
Sign, but things get even more bizarre as the girl sits up with very dilated eyes
with
and
black
drinks
eyes,
the
then she drank it.
sludge,
Yup,
which causes
I'm
her
out of
to
there.
shake and twitch. And the full video cannot be found on YouTube because it gets even more disturbing.
Imagine seeing some shit like that
this
in
part
person,
of the
bro.
ordeal is enough to terrify anyone who isn't brave. Number 14, hand on shoulder. You never know when you'll face passing on. So what happens when it's not yet time for you to go? A shopkeeper in Adana, Turkey, escaped after a man passing by touched his shoulder and warned him to look behind him, alerting the oblivious man to the fact that the cover of a passing truck's back end was open. The metal piece flung toward him.
That's crazy.
But he managed to move out of the way to avoid getting hurt, or much worse. It's unclear from the footage how
so
the
bro that was walking got hit or like
him. He hadn't even turned around to look at the approaching truck.
I don't know, bro.
Before reaching out to the shopkeeper. Guardian angel? Your guess is as good as mine. Number 13, poltergeist. We've all been there. It's a stormy night.
No, we haven't all been
Every
there.
Sound in the house is an evil entity vying for your soul. That must have been what this man was feeling.
What's it called? I hope the audio to the video isn't like louder than me. I don't know, bro. Let me, just in case it is, I'm gonna put it down a little bit. You feel me? Cause yeah.
This happened in his dining room on a stormy night.
Yeah, let's keep it like this.
Shows a man enter his dining room, which appears completely normal. Every chair in place. He enters his laundry room, then casts the camera down the stairs. It appears
don't go to the basement, brother, man.
Cause him to search his house. He says hello down the stairs. Is someone or something there? He decides to go into his basement to investigate. The wooden steps are incredibly rickety. As he's hitting the bottom, a terrifying racket is heard upstairs. He runs for his life, only to find his kitchen chairs precariously stacked up, balanced one on top of the other. The dining
That's some weird shit.
Around.
That's some weird shit.
Still, as the man crosses the room and stands frozen in fear at this ominous sight, the overhead light.
Oh, all right, bro, man, getting ready for graduation.
Nothing is there. There's something especially uneasy about the stacking of this man's furniture.
That
uneasiness comes from the fact that no human could have done this particular building job in the short period of time that the man was away. Who do you think did it? Or what? Number 12, the swarm. If insects aren't your thing, then this entry will highly
I can't stand insects, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Them Jones are just new.
in South Africa.
I can't fuck with them.
The uploader writes, During our family holiday in 1996
See,
or
like if I was to
7,
see some
we
shit
had
like
parked the
that,
car and
like
gone
bruh,
for a
ho, imagine, bruh. Let's go back real quick.
short walk up
Let's
the
go back real quick.
cliffs. When we came back, right,
Imagine seeing this, like, bruh. Thinking about it just giving me the chills, bruh. It's just making me scratch myself and shit. Like, imagine this shit just, all of this shit just crawling on you, bruh. Like, bruh, I
during
would
our family
tweak.
holiday in
I would
1996 or
tweak
7,
out, bruh.
we had parked the car and
No
gone for a
kidding.
short walk up the cliffs. When we came back, we found that our car had become a hotspot for these giant wood lice, sea slaters. The clip
What
shows
is
piles
that,
upon
fool?
piles of wood lice crawling around the car
Lice?
tires.
Wood
An
lice? What is that?
absolutely terrifying sea of insects, all coalescing beneath the vehicle. As the uploader says,
I'm not gonna
being
lie.
human
That's
is
it's
enough to
just
dog
nasty for
in
me to see. Like I don't
crisis.
fuck with insects,
Everyone
so like
who
yeah.
owns a dog knows that they can sense things we humans don't. Posted by Redditor ChewyBone02, he writes, I think my dog had a crisis. And he isn't wrong. The video shows two dogs standing on a day sofa, looking out the window. The bigger one really starts to panic, its legs pushing the sofa so far from the window that he's stretched pretty impressively until he absolutely can't stretch anymore and pops down to the floor. Meanwhile, a number of orbs appear throughout the clip, drifting across the room. Is something outside spooking these dogs? Or is it something paranormal inside? After all, those orbs certainly point towards the latter. If only these dogs could talk and let us know what the answer
Nah, I did hear if
truly
you see like
is.
orbs
Number 10.
on your camera and
Water
shit, then
warning. As we've
you
said
got some
many
shit with you,
times
bro.
on this channel,
No kid.
nature can be
No
a
kizzy.
frightful thing. That statement is confirmed in this video posted by National Geographic in July of 2017. National Geographic describes what you're about to
That water
watch.
dirty as
Massive
shit.
flooding has produced scenes
It's
of
flooding like
destruction
shit in
and
that joint.
rescue in southern and central China.
That
In one
water
scene, a man is holding
brown
on for
as
dear
shit.
life to the side of a garage door as the waters rage around him. The water is flowing rapidly only about a foot from him as he hides in the somewhat calmer waters out of the path. The water surrounding him is up to his chest. In the clip, you can see a rescue unfold as a man stands atop a ledge with some rope length of fabric tied around his waist, while the man below holds on tight, being taken by the water's heavy flow. Somehow they manage to lift the man out of the waters, pulling him to safety. Truly a heroic save in a seemingly horrifying situation. Number 9.
How is these
One
the
of them moves.
scariest
The
videos on
doll with a
YouTube?
creepy aura is chilling enough. So what happens when the doll actually moves? The G-Team Paranormal Investigators posted this video to YouTube in March of 2019, writing, after my recent video with Omar, I decided to take his haunted dolls home with me that night. I did not bring them inside my home. I left them in a shed out back. After watching back the video I did with Omar a few times, I
Why do you
decided
just
to
have these
introduce his
dolls in
dolls
your
to
house though,
mine and
bro?
turn the camera on.
It's
The
like you
video
trying to
reveals an
like
unsettling
welcome some
movement.
shit in your
As
house.
Patty, the host, is
Tripping.
talking about the dolls, you can see one of the porcelain doll's heads moves ever so slightly.
Because I don't want to
Yep.
keep her, but I'd like her to go to a good home. I mean, if there's somebody out there that's interested, I don't. Did that thing just move?
As if she's listening.
That joint
Is
definitely
she?
just moved. Hey,
If
that's
she
crazy,
does she
fool.
like what she's
Like, just
hearing?
imagine, bro.
She
I'm
must
out.
not have gone full on
Imagine
shaky
the
when
doll
camera
just.
stopped rolling.
Imagine that motherfucker
Soon
just.
so. Number 8.
Like, what,
Shadow
bro? I'm
people.
gone.
If you've
It
never
had a
come
house.
across a sadistic
I'm out, bro.
shadow, then you don't know true fear. Think you're brave enough to face it? Then keep watching.
Oh.
The footage shows an empty stairwell.
Oh.
A young woman
See how that joint
goes
just
up
shot
the
up the
top,
stairs like that?
descending to the hallway, when she abruptly turns back as a dark shadow enters the stairwell from the doorway below.
Nigga, that joint will have zoomed up the stairs,
Disappears
chasing
into
her.
thin air, but then
Nah,
appears
bro.
again, moving up the stairs. Solifidian in the comments has a theory about the shadow ghost's movements. He writes, hypothetically speaking, a ghost, may not have any real physical limitations, so maybe movements are not going to align with how physical matter moves, but it appears it is absorbing all visible light frequencies, so it must be comprised of some
What are
kind
you
of
talking about, bro, man?
particles. What do you think? Is this particle like shadow ghost something worth investigating? I certainly think it is. Number 7. Don't go in the closet. When you hear some unusual noise in your everyday life, do you ever stop to think, what in the world was that? Redditor Shadow Husky
Nah,
winded.
you know what's crazy about me, bro? Every time I hear like some unusual ass noise or some shit, I just brush it off, bro. I just be like, I'm weird, bro. I just be like, all right, something or someone is here. I'm not gonna bother you. Don't bother me. I'm chilling. You want to fly around the house and shit? Go ahead. You're welcome. Just don't fuck with me, and we good. We good, my nigga. Like that's how it is,
He
bro.
heard this strange
No
sound
cap, man.
coming from his parents'
I just brushed it
closet.
off, bro.
Husky
No cap.
writes, just moved
Cause
in.
look, every time you try to investigate on some shit, that don't turn out right. So you
House
better just
built in
let
the
them
late
niggas live, bro.
50s. When the boy walks
Live.
into his parents' bedroom, you can
When did I
see
put
his
the
reflection
subtitles
in the
on?
floor length
How
mirror.
the fuck do I turn it
Somebody's
off?
here, he says. As some note in the
I do.
comments, at the 90-second mark, a strange shadow crosses the camera. Actually, it looks more like a blur or a smudge than a shadow. He asks the thing to please make a noise, and unfortunately, it responds.
Please make a noise.
As the boy is
Niggas
backing
hit
away
feet.
from the door, you can hear what sounds like clothes hangers clang together. He then enters an adjacent bathroom connected to the closet. As he tries to flick the light a dozen times, a woman's voice can be heard for a moment. Who is it?
Nigga said, who is it?
Rolla, it's time! What do they want? Is there a spirit haunting this closet? If so, what happened here? Shadow Husky doesn't stay long enough to find out. Can't blame him. Number 6. Old South
It's
Pittsburgh
on 6 and it's
Hospital.
still
It
10
seems
whole minutes
hospitals are
left.
incredibly haunted
God damn.
places. Posted to YouTube in September of 2019, HRJ Paranormal Adventures navigates this hospital, situated at the foothills of the South Pittsburgh
So that's a hospital.
Mountain. The 68,000 square foot
It's probably an
hospital was
abandoned hospital.
founded in 1959, but the haunting may date back to well before it was built. Unlike Penhurst, there are no reports of mistreatment at this hospital during its operation, but there were reports by hospital employees of paranormal activity, such as inanimate objects moving of their own accord, disembodied voices, and dark, shadowy figures, including a 7-foot tall man on the third floor, who is
A
believed to be a
seven
former
foot tall
surgeon who
man on the
practiced at the
nah.
facility. He's not the
Nah.
only one haunting the third floor. A toddler spirit and an elderly woman have both been observed there. Two other spirits, a janitor and a female spirit, known as
I
the
don't see
Naughty
shit
Nurse,
like
haunt the basement.
he's just
This
talking.
has drawn many paranormal investigators to the hospital since it closed in 1998. HRJ Paranormal Adventures manages to capture a few paranormal entities in this video. One is a ghostly reflection that appears twice at 3 minutes 53 seconds, and then again at 3 minutes 58 seconds. Follow the crew on their
What
hour-long
was I supposed to see right
investigation of
there?
this.
Am I tripping? I see this right here? Is that what I'm supposed to be saying?
Follow the crew on their hour-long investigation of this haunted place, and you might just capture a few more spirit sightings and disembodied voices. Number 5. Creepy
Number
Grave.
5.
Warning, don't enter a dark and disturbing abandoned house at night. Posted by Ka Records in 2010, the team
Oh, I'm
is
tripping.
exploring an abandoned house at night when they zoom in on a corner of the room. In that dark corner, behind various obstructions, appears a creepy girl doll. The disturbing sight causes them to race from the room. Wouldn't you? I don't think they had any other choice.
Yeah, I just
Number
got the chills from
4,
seeing that.
Penhurst
Okay.
Asylum. Asylums hold dark energy, and this one is no exception. This footage posted by the Paranormal Files navigates their visit to Penhurst Asylum. Patient number 1 entered the asylum on November 23rd, 1908. It took only 4 years for the hospital to be overrun by residents, with pressure to include others. The patients weren't only there to be treated, they were there to contribute to industry, whether it be farming, making and repairing mattresses or shoes, cooking or sewing. There were a number of industries to which patients were assigned. Accused of ill treatment of patients, 9 employees of the Institute were indicted in 1983, known as the Halderman case. This indictment ended in the institution's closure and the discharge or transference of 460 patients to other facilities. With all that in mind, it's crystal clear that evil things happened at this institution. These happenings resulted in a presence that would make your stomach turn. Many claim that the site is haunted. In fact, the Institute's administration building was partially renovated as the Penhurst Asylum Haunted House in 2010. Again, using the site as such an attraction has been controversial due to the injustice that occurred there. But opening the place to the public has
What the
allowed paranormal
fuck?
investigators to explore the hallowed grounds.
That's
If
not a
you're
real
one who
person, is
likes to
it?
fast forward to the scary parts, Jesse P in the comments has you covered, listing all the sightings or disembodied voices she caught in her viewing of the footage. Some of the catches are confirmed by others in the thread, particularly the hotspot at minute 46. Around 46 minutes 35 seconds, Jesse notes a male whisper saying, "Go back." At 46 minutes 50 seconds, the same male voice states, "I'm a male." At 46 minutes 56 seconds, a female says, "He is attacking you." Lots of other disembodied voices are caught by viewers watching the tour of the Institute. And at 1 hour, 5 minutes, 50 seconds, there appears a
Yeah, I
strange
was in
light
that jump for
anomaly
an
as a light
hour.
or figure seems to shift in the darkness of the hallway. If you're brave enough to watch the entirety of this video, let us know in the comments if you've spotted other anomalies or heard any additional disembodied voices. Number 3. Unknown force. Unknown forces are all around us, but
Unknown
would you be brave
force.
enough to fight when you encounter them? In this video, a man is standing in a dark alleyway when another man to his right appears. Figures also seem to be standing around him in the darkness, out of sight of the camera, as you can see vague flickers of movement. Suddenly, he's at the mercy of these figures, but the movement is not human, but like a hurricane force. He's thrown to the ground and the force disperses. Then the other full-figured man in the video grabs him before heading back into the adjacent building. It's almost as if
Nigga,
there's
get
water
up.
on the ground. As the man tries to move, there's a
Yo, that
ripple
jump's
effect.
pushing him.
Then he is dragged by his
I mean,
feet by the
pulling him.
unknown force off camera. The rippling continues for a moment before going still, but the stillness is brief. When the other dude returns to the alleyway, looking upon the scene, he suddenly rushes back into the building as something huge is thrown in after him.
Hold
He
up, bruh.
suddenly rushes back
Was
into
that
the
that nigga?
building as something
did, the,
huge is
did the ghost throw you, bruh? Come on, fool.
thrown in after him.
That's low key
It's not
funny.
clear if it's a person, place, or thing. A moment later, a figure wearing a long black cape and a hat leaves the building. A window shatters beside it as the figure departs. What in the world is happening here? Any theories? I feel at a loss when coming up with a rational explanation for these happenings. Number 2. Haunted
Number one better
Graveyard.
be the most
YouTuber Monster's
scariest
Crazy
video I've
Adventures
ever
posted
seen,
this
bruh.
haunted graveyard video
Cause
in
to be
November
honest,
of
y'all niggas
2000.
talking about some this top 15 videos only brave people can watch. These Jones wasn't that scary, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It
19
really wasn't.
writing. Welcome back to my first haunted graveyard. I went here to see what I could capture, if anything at all. What I did capture was insane. Alright, you reeled us in. Let's just hope you deliver. And Moxley does deliver. He captures a dark shadow-like figure gliding across the backdrop of a lit brick wall. He shouts out to it, but it doesn't respond.
What the that?
Oh, oh yeah, I see that.
He later hears
I
heavy
see that shit.
footsteps nearby. They're clearly heard in the leaves around him. In the comments, YouTuber Spooky Spectre notes that this thing wasn't moving like a human being, nor did the brush move as it passed by. It also didn't respond when being called out to,
What is that, bro?
or make noise or
It's
footsteps.
probably like
Do
an
you
animal
agree
or
with
some shit if
Spooky
you really think
Spectre?
about it, bro.
Did this freak you out?
But then
If
again, I don't
not,
know,
then
bro.
you're one brave cookie.
Because
Before
niggas
we
really
get
be
to
coming
number
across these little
one, my name is
ghosts, Jones.
Chills, and I hope you're enjoying my narration. Are you curious about what I look like in real life? Then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT to find out. Do you like
The
my
little Dylan is
narration?
chilling,
If you answered yes,
smelling
then tap
ass.
the follow button.
That nigga got
Thank
damn near
you
a mil
for your
followers, though.
support. It's a proven fact
Keep doing
that
you.
generosity.
But let's get to video number one.
Tuesday, number one. Mall incident. Reality is often way scarier than the supernatural. Posted to Reddit by Creeper Crisis, he writes, horrifying footage of something that happens daily here in London. The gruesome video shows a blade brandished at an area mall. Chaos unfolds as shoppers realize what's going on. The blade wielder manages to flee the scene. The victims are also seen jogging through the shopping center. One clip shows security guards beside one of the men. The second man is then seen approaching and falls to the ground. Certainly terrifying to watch. I couldn't imagine how terrifying it must have been to witness it in real life. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because
Alright, well, I low key just watched a 20-minute video for no reason. But it is what it is, you feel me? If y'all enjoyed this junk, make sure you leave a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, share the channel, you feel me? Turn on all my post notifications, follow me on my social media, comment down below anything else I should react to, and I'm going to see you on the next video and I'm gone.